One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Rebels will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Alabama's offense has the ball first today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the ground. He's got it again.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Hard-hitting tackle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
To the air, it's Russell. Gets it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him. Throwing the football, picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Trying to punch it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Rebels offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Makes the catch. It's Vaughn.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Spins away from the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Nice move to keep her. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Looking for room, it's Raymond. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Handoff from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. White wants to throw it. A little release to the back. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the 1st down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone?
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Russell. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Catch in the middle, it's Hampton. There he goes! Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Can they catch him? Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. Fights off a defender. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Breaks into the open. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. To throw, it's Russell. It's complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. They get to him as he throws. Good job running that route to get past the Sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Makes the catch. It's Adams. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Grabbed behind the line, it's Young. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end. And then down he goes. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
White going to attack through the air. Finds a spot in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him.
Turning it on! Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Makes the catch. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to surge it in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
No, you got to be aggressive here, because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin, and this might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're now going to have to drive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal. You got to turn around, give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
DB's right up on the receivers. White wants to throw it. Under fire. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. One more snap coming before halftime. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll try the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Now on the option. They'll leave it with him. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on... It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit them as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run the design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. What a performance this guy is turning in. You know, Derrick Henry had a great 2,000-yard season, bunch of 150-yard games. This guy's looking like... Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Dropping back, it's Russell. Buys a little extra time. Creates a little room. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Line gets set, 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Knocked down in the backfield. And, boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around.
On the double. Let's go.
White going to attack through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They'll run it from the gun. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Rebels decide to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, let's get it.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Shakes off the defender. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw. It's Russell. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Reed. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out in the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Finding open areas. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 28. They'll go with a direct snap. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Quick completion on the out route. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they...
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets up.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Great job by the back on the option.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Hampton. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. 1st and 10 for the offense. The handoff keep working on that clock. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease. It's Young. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Russell. Got his man downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have, and man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence, and David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.